Okay, so this is just your normal ready-to-roll icing, so I'm just using the Renshaw chocolate icing. And you basically just roll out your stencil, just place it over the top, and then starting at the top, just roll once. And this is a pearl lustre powder, so you just apply it dry, just add a little bit to the lid, and then just paint it over the top. Then you can just apply it straight onto the top of your cupcake.
These are a food-safe silicone mould, so they are suitable for all different kinds of food that you put into them, whether it be, it could be melted chocolate, it could be toffee. In this instance I'm going to be using sugar paste. So this is corn flour, dust the mould out with. Tap away any excesses, some very, very fine detail in there, so make sure that we've got no powder in there. This is sugar paste that I'm just using with the heat of my hand to warm through, and then I would press that down onto a smooth surface, so I've got a nice smooth surface to start with, and then that's placed into your mould, pressed down there, and then I would roll away any excess. Remove the excess using a palette knife. If you're using an ordinary knife, be careful that you're not going to cut into the mould. But once you've made one or two, you know exactly what size, what measurement to put in. The area around here, I'm just making sure that I move all of that excess away from the edge, just to neaten that edge off. And then it's just a question of placing that down and dropping that out of your mould.
Yeah.
And that's the detail that you're able to achieve very, very simply. That can then be left to dry. So we've got a dry version of it here which we've started to paint. Painting it is very, very simple. All I would use, in this instance, you can use lots of different ways to paint it. You can use lustre powders. And this is actually just a powder, and we let this down using some alcohol, white spirit, either gin, vodka, something like that, or if you're not wanting to use alcohol, then you can use lemon juice. So make sure that you don't overload your brush too much, so that's not dripping. But to paint it, the technique is such, you would just hold your brush to one side, and then I usually steady my hand, putting two fingers together like that, so that I've got a nice steady hand to be able to paint them. The relief is so high that it's very, very simple to be able to paint without smudging. So anybody who is just starting out is going to be able to get a very, very satisfactory result. Very simply. That can then be placed onto your cake. If you want to take it onto a higher level, one of the girls has used the lovely pastel colours, and we've used a garret cutter frill to go around the outside. And to take it to an award-winning cake, this was done by a very talented lady, Karina's Cupcakes, and she won the international award for her cakes, and I'm thrilled to say that she's actually used our cake molds.
Hiya, my name's Valerie.
And my name's Christina.
And we are from Queen of Arts Cupcakes. And today we're going to show you how to pipe sunflowers using 100% buttercream.
Yes, that's right.
Let's do that.
Shall we do a rose and hydrangea?
Okay, so I'll do a rose.
And I'll do a hydrangea. There's the first flower.
There you go, now we've got a rose.
Hold on. Yep.
Ta-da!
Rose and hydrangeas.